Hey girls. All right. I'm going to go ahead and record a quick video for you about the dark post that I was telling you about. I'm going to show you a couple of things in here. And again, I'm sorry for how long it's taken me to do this. This is literally my sixth time trying to do this, but I keep having issues with my internet down at my parents' house. So I'm going to whiz through this hopefully quickly for you. So essentially what a dark post is you're creating an ad and running it, but it's not an actual post that's posted to your business page. And I know so far, most of us in here are either involved with DGL or GAS or ACE, whatever it is, and we have our main business that has been getting advertised on our fan pages. And while it's good for us to use the paid advertising on Facebook to advertise this offer through for Pure Profit Pro, my personal opinion is that I don't want to put conflicting business opportunity information on my fan page. I want to kind of keep it separate so that I can either, offer either one of my opportunities to people I have coming in, but I want to keep the content that my people are seeing separate. So with that being said, to do a dark post, you would essentially create your ad, meaning the copy and the media, whether it's a video or of a photo. You would create all of that within the setup of your ad. So I literally came to Ads Manager, excuse me, and I clicked on create an ad. This is a brand new ad. Now, I know some of us in this group are using the pre-built capture pages that are available in our back offices in Pure Profit Pro. And I know that Tara and I are also using custom funnels that we built on our side. They're more personalized, but those are through ClickFunnels. So we're tracking all of our leads and everything that's coming through our system through ClickFunnels, whereas when you're using capture pages that are already done for you, you're tracking all of your leads and everything within the back office of Pure Profit Pro. So if you are using the pre-built capture pages from the back office and you have not created your own funnels yet, when you go to create an ad, you would probably be using either a targeting of traffic or engagement. The engagement ad basically means that in your ad, you have some kind of call to action where people are going to have to comment on your post and you're going to have to physically engage with them, whether it's through Messenger, on a phone call, or on a video chat through Zoom. There's no pixel driving this. There's no coding or anything like that. It's just a very basic engagement ad. The traffic ad, the optimization and the goal of that kind of ad is to get people to go to your website. So obviously, when you go through your blueprint and your startup for Pure Profit Pro, you have to create a domain and you have to direct that domain to one of the links that is your capture page link that's provided to you in the back office. So with this type of ad, it's going to try to get as many people to click on that call to action just to go to your website. So if you're using the pre-built capture pages, I would probably be more intended to use the traffic one, but either of these would be fine. Now, for the conversions, if you do have the ability to log into ClickFunnels, if you have an account or if you're willing to sign up with ClickFunnels, it's fabulous. You would be able to actually create a second pixel to track all of your leads and all of the activity separate from your main business. So for instance, for me, I have my main business that's constantly running on my fan page, and I have a pixel that is pasted into the back office of my marketing system for that offer where, all of my events are tracked and everything. And my ad that I create when I create a conversion ad is actually being driven by that pixel. And the pixel is targeting and finding me the best possible people based on, the most likely avatar that would be interested in my type of offer. So you can actually go into your ads manager and you go to your pixel section and you just click on create a new pixel. And I'll show you really quick if that is the case and you choose to do that. You can go into ClickFunnels, and this is my funnel right here. So I went to ClickFunnels, browse funnels. Gotta reload, sorry. Okay, so here's my funnel. I'm going back in. And just to show you where to paste it, just in case you're not familiar with this process. So this is like the funnel in a whole when I'm at this setting. So I literally just go to settings. I'm going to apologize in advance just in case the internet makes this slow. And right here in your head tracking code section, you're literally just going to paste the full body of your pixel code. You're not going to include any event codes or anything, just your pixel code. Obviously, you save that there. And now, if you're familiar with using a pixel and you're familiar with running conversion ads, you will know that there's also event codes that come along with a pixel. Essentially, what an event code means is anytime a person flows from your main landing page, the capture page, which is where you get their information, each next page is another step in your funnel. And like, for instance, the bridge page is where I get a full converted lead. So a person goes to my landing page, puts their email address in, submits it, and they go to the bridge page, which is where my introduction video is to Tandy's full walkthrough. So what I did was I actually went into my bridge page and I took the event code that got created with my original pixel, and I pasted it in the footer. And I'll give you I'll show you exactly what that looks like. So now every single time I get a lead on my paid ad that goes to this next step in my funnel, it gets recorded as a separate, like its own tracked event. And then when the person goes to the next page, I have that assigned as the complete registration event code. Then on the next page, I actually assign the next page as the initiate checkout, because our actual checkout page within Pure Profit Pro is in our back office, and our back office does not have an option, at least from what I've seen so far, does not have the option to put a pixel code in there and embed that. So essentially, I made the third step, the final step in my personalized funnel here in ClickFunnels, my initiate checkout, because I know that the person's pretty much gone almost to the end, and the very next step in the funnel would be where they would be checking out. Now, with these event codes pasted into my funnel pages, I can actually say, when I run a conversion ad, instead of finding me people who are most likely just to view the content and to click on my link, find me people that are most likely going to be the ones to go all the way through the very last page of my funnel. So it's a much more dialed in tracking, and it drives your advertising much more fine-tuned, and it helps the pixel helps the ad find you the best possible people that are going to go through the full step. So you would literally just open up your page, go to settings, you go to tracking code, and then in the footer section, you can paste your event code. And it's very simple. You save it, done. And then as people actually start to go through those pages and emails and data starts to get tracked, it will become an available pixel optimization within your actual ad. And I'll show you what that looks like. Now, just for the sake of showing you that, I'm going to go into the conversion ad as if I've started it up. And I'm going to show you where that actually, where that selection is available. I'm just going to name this test. And we're going to go next. So in this very, very first step, this is your conversion, and this is asking you what you want your ad or what you want the pixel to optimize for. So I can say, find me the best possible leads that are going to be likely to go through my stuff and like my things and view the content and actually register their information. So you would come here, you would click on website, and you would actually be able to go through all of your options. So right here, I have my ClickFunnels one. Actually, I created a separate one for Pure Profit Pro. So right here, so I would be able to say, find me the most likely person to go through as a lead, register their information. Or I could say, you know what, I want you to dial in even more and find me a person that's going to go to this level, or, you know, etc. Like, all of this stuff is stuff that has not been triggered in a long time, but I have all of these available options to go through and find me the best possible people. And then obviously you would just carry out from there. I'm actually going to take this back one step though, because I want to do this as if we're going for one of these. So I'm actually going to take traffic because, you know, since I'm just starting off with this, I want to get as much traffic to my ad as possible. And this is saying I don't have a pixel and I'm not using ClickFunnels. You could possibly do this if you have a pixel or not. You know, it's really up to yourself and your personal preference. So again, I'm just going to name this test because I'm not going to run this as a live ad. And then you're going to come in here and you are going to build your target audience based on the avatar that you've created. So you want to sorry for that. I don't know if there was any delay there, but I actually had to pause the recording because I was having such a bad issue with my internet. So I'm going to try this again. So I'm in here in the ad creation, finally loaded for me, but as you can see, everything is blank. So this is all at the default. So obviously, if you're going to come in here and you're going to create an ad, you would go through here as you normally would. You would enter in your locations, whether it's on a country level. You could do this on a state level, on a city level. Maybe you can make this very dialed in. You can do your age ranges here. You have your gender. You can obviously, for most of us here, like I'm going to be targeting just women for this. And then you have your language, and then you go through and you do your detailed targeting. Now, once you've completed this step, and obviously you've gone through this, and you know, however you've been taught or however you like to typically do this, you literally just go on to the next step. And all right, so on this page, you're literally, instead of doing use existing post and selecting a post, which most of us do in, you know, the main opportunity that I advertised for, you literally just click on create ad, and within here you can choose an image or a video, a slideshow, etc. Like however you want to advertise this with your media. You would upload your image then, and then right in here, this is your body text. And as of right now, this is selected to have no button, but then you can do learn more, send a direct message, or the shop now. I wouldn't do that, but you can click shop now if you wanted to put your checkout link on there. But you know, for the most part, I would do learn more, and I would put my domain in here, which would be, you know, which would bring people to the very first step of my funnel, my capture page. And this is essentially a dark post, so you can go in here. You can even have a pixel tracked on this level, but obviously it's not mandatory to have a pixel with this type of ad. So when you do an engagement ad or you do a traffic ad, it's not required to have a pixel. You can add it to the ad if you want for tracking purposes, but like with a conversion ad, you really can't go through the step unless you have a pixel. So this is kind of a workaround for that. So you would enter in your text, you would select your media, you enter in your website link, or you don't have to have a website link on here. You can do no call to action, and you can literally just have people engage with you, and then you would create it. Now, once you create this ad, you're literally going to have an ad out on Facebook land, and people are going to be able to see it and comment on it, whatever, but it's not going to be on your actual business fan page, which is a good thing, because when you actually run ads for your first offer, and people are going to your page, there's not going to be anything on there talking about how, like, you know, with Pure Profit Pro, it's a one-time investment. There's no monthly reoccurring fees. There's none of that stuff. So it's very different from the main offer that I advertised for. So it's good to keep it separate. And by keeping it separate, I have the flexibility and the ability to present whichever offer I feel works best for that individual, or I can present it as a secondary option if the first option does not work out for people. So by creating the ad in here, that's called a dark post, because then you don't have it on the page permanently. And hopefully everything else that I showed you guys helps you out. I obviously didn't get into any depth as far as like targeting and all that stuff. That's a whole nother monster in itself. But hopefully, as far as like the dark post goes and understanding like which type of ad to create, hopefully all of this helped you. And if you have any questions, just reach out and let me know. Have a good night.